Spencer, Azlan Audio, here with Volta Rock, and I'm here with
Amanda Gaez
and
George Pettus.
How's your NAMM been today, Amanda?
It's been wonderful. Such a great experience. I met so many talented musicians, as well as producers, engineers. So it's like a
And what booth are you with again?
I'm in the Black Panther Systems. Basically, they create music stands for DJing or
Music stands for like DJing and instruments, and you have a custom built piece.
I do have a custom built piece. Yes.
And so it's been great for you because you've been able to perform?
Yes, the entire time. So this is day 2.
Oh, awesome.
But with my workflow, when I'm DJing and performing live, I ask them how to set it up, and they said it's my preference. And I told them, like, ideally, I wanted to have, I wanted the monitors on the side, and I was very specific. 15 minutes later, they delivered, like, right there. So everything that I would use as my workflow on a live setting, they delivered, like, right away.
That's amazing. And usually, for the most part, I've ever run into, especially at an event like this, I've had to do that myself. And I've had to only been able to, I have had no one to help me do it. So I've had to like kind of do everything. And I mean, I've only been here as a attendee. I've never really performed here or anything like that, but just having friends' booths and stuff like that, helping out in that environment, I've had to help kind of do it myself. And I'm just
I agree.
Okay.
And to be honest, like as a DJ, going to different events and stuff, you're always having to load up and then you're going to take down.
Yeah.
To have that as, something that's already, they have all the stand, the setup and everything for you to just put your board down. I think it's ideal.
It's amazing, yeah.
But it's not always going to happen.
Yeah, I know. I mean,
that'd be nice if they can cater to all my events.
You gotta think it while it comes, right? And, and you gotta just roll with the punches. And honestly, like just being here is like an honor for me, and I guess for anyone.
Yeah.
As you can see,
And I think just taking advantage of why you're here, meeting people that you wanted to meet your entire life.
If your music had a smell, what would it smell like?
Lavender. And a little bit of Versace.
Lavender or Versace?
Yeah, a mixture of the two.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How about you? How's your NAMM going?
Oh, my name's going awesome. Every year I come here, it's like it's like Disney World for the musicians and us producers and engineers. It's a lot of opportunities here for people who can network, and show off their talent. So, and try the new gear.
It's like a Burning Man in a way, because it's like, except it's not in the middle of the desert. We're here in the middle of Anaheim, and everybody, it's built up, and then a few days later, it's built back down again.
Exactly. I mean, I love it, man. I mean, I always try to encourage upcoming producers, musicians to come to these events like this. You know what I'm saying? And and just get inspired. I'm good at what I do, but when I come here, it makes me want to go home and create some even better stuff that I've been doing. You know what I mean?
Oh, you're one of those, you get inspired and then you're up until 3 a.m, like working after a event. Yeah, that's just like me. That's just like me 100%.
Exactly, man. I love NAMM, hands down.
If your music had a smell, what would it smell like?
Oh man, it smell like
an Emmy?
Emmy, yeah. Emmy and pizza.
Right? You don't want to know what I think my music would smell like,
Yeah, tell us your smell of music, for example. We had to tell you. Please tell us yours.
To be honest, let me see. Like, that smell of like cigarettes outside of a club?
I do.
It's kind of like that.
Those.
I don't smoke cigarettes or anything like that. I don't do that. But I just like, whenever I think about
your smell,
like music, and especially like dance music, like especially if I'm like DJing and stuff like that, I want to I'm thinking about that outdoor or even like inside smell of like the people smoking cigs and stuff like that, and just that's kind of like what I guess you could kind of say, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I agree. You know what I'm saying?
I like your smell.
It's like smell.
Oh, you like my solo right now? Thank you.
Yeah,
It's actually Cool Water by Davidoff, but you know.
Well, I mean, yeah, I like your smell. What about your setting? Like, if you were in the perfect setting to create music, where would that be, and how would you do it?
Oh wow. Are you ready for this one? You guys, you're next. Okay, so my perfect setting would be, imagine outdoor studio. Let's say like oceanfront Miami or oceanfront Laguna Beach, Three Arch Bay, and looking out at the horizon during like a crazy sunset.
Nice.
But mine's something similar. I would say being in New York, a nice loft apartment, overseeing the city view, you know, or you could take that view and you could be in Vegas, do the same thing. So like when I'm in Vegas, I like to bring my equipment, my portable stuff with me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So when I'm in my hotel loft, that's what I like to do, you know. So I like to set up my stuff right by the glass window and just create.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? It just gives that sexy feel, you know? Like, I'm top of the world, like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Yes, and it's one of those things that you kind of stumble like I find a creative zen to be like in different spots. So I'll go, let's say I mix for like 4 or 5 days in my studio. I'll then go to Starbucks, and then I'll like just watch the people watch and like make music. And I'm like, how is this old dude that's sitting at Starbucks gonna react to my
feel
music?
Like
you
it's
know,
all about the feeling, your emotions, where you're at, and then the atmospheric vibes. I think that pretty much sums it up. I'm the same way. Depends on where I'm at. The sun, your nice little visual that I got with the sunset and all that other stuff. I felt myself like on the beach, like creating like some progressive house or something. If I were producing, that would, you know, I was taking off what you were saying. So. Well,
like I grew up around here, and I kind of just make beats for the beach, so to speak. You know, beach for the beach. You know, so it's like.
Jealous.
Well, I mean, Kansas City, right?
Kansas. It's a healthy way though, because it's an inspiration for me knowing that I'm here. So
like it's like for you with New York, right?
Yeah.
Like now, my buddy, my guy, shout out Jack Knight the Legend. He's from East New York. He actually has a label with Diddy called Made in East New York, and and he's amazing.
That's my first deal with Diddy.
Oh really?
What?
Yeah, that's my first deal was with Diddy, Bad Boy South.
Oh, Bad Boy Sound.
Oh yeah, back in 06.
Oh, very cool. That's very rad. Yeah, like
so much respect for Diddy.
Yeah, crazy, baby. Yeah.
We all are in some sort of way.
But it's that New York sound, and it's that inspiration that you guys really like. I'm in California, and I am like I see other musicians, and it's like, yeah, I'm from California. I'm like, well, who's not from California that's a musician? You know what I mean? Where it's like New York, you guys are very like, you guys stick together. It's like the New York vibe kind of goes through, and it's the New York sound that I hear, and I'm like, okay, this is a very interesting vibe that you guys create. You know what I mean? Whether it's hip hop, dance music, whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I definitely totally agree with that. You know, New York has its own sound. Like I was blessed to do some of the scoring for the Wu-Tang series on Hulu.
That's awesome.
Yeah, 1 and 2. Emmy nominated for that. You know what I'm saying? Look up to those guys, Wu-Tang. But it felt good to do that type of music, you know, and recreate that sound again, you know. But yeah, that sounds iconic. I think every part of the United States has its own sound. New York has its own sound. West Coast has its own sound. The South has its own sound. Atlanta, you know what I'm saying? So, gotta respect it though. But yeah.
Yeah, it's interesting. Like, I mean, I'm interested to hear what Kansas City sounds like.
Yeah, what does it sound like?
I moved far away from Kansas City because the sound wasn't really resonating with me in the beginning. So for the spectators and the public audience that don't really know much about, music or production or anything, but enjoy listening to music, so they're watching this interview. What do you mean by sound when you say it?
I'm saying, yeah, like the South has its own sound, like the Houston, got the Screwed Up Click. West Coast got the Death Row. You know what I'm saying?
Like, is there hip hop in Kansas City, or is there mostly country, or is there EDM stuff going on, like
There's
nightclubs
definitely
and stuff?
music going on in Kansas City, and it depends. Like, there's all kinds of different styles going on. For me, I actually enjoy the electronic scene, whatever, and I was a part of that, growing it in there, and then going to different venues that actually wanted me to play there as a DJ. So I was very fortunate, but yeah, it's pretty diverse as well. It's very small, but I mean, according in LA now, since I moved there, it's completely different. It's a different world.
Well, post COVID, like this is a really interesting topic. Like, in your, I guess, understanding, see, I believe, in the music industry, we're kind of connected into a force, if you will, like an energy field, and understanding, just without even looking at the media or anything like that, we're kind of connected into a force of what music is in a whole creative sense of the world, right? And post COVID, I want to know, what is your opinion on how we as musicians are doing in a post-COVID world?
Well, I mean, from my understanding, I mean, when COVID was actually going on, that's when I really started getting heavy into movie scoring.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that kind of played a big part of my beginnings. You know what I'm saying?
So you could say that musicians have and need to adapt to more of a world that's more online. It's more
because that's when TikTok started being heavy. What's the other one? Twitch was probably. I had did a concert on Twitch. It was based heavy in the UK area, yeah, that kind of helped me a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's how Roland saw me. So hopefully, thank God, I'm be part of with Roland. But that's how they see me. If it wasn't for the COVID, whatever, I wouldn't have done that. You know what I'm saying? That show on Twitch.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And it would never hurt me.
Well, it's funny you say Roland, because I'm good friends with the Avila brothers, like Iz Avila and Bobby Avila, if you know them.
I don't know them personally.
Yeah, they're big Roland enthusiasts, definitely, and so they're I saw Bobby bopping around somewhere, I think yesterday, but really cool guys, and it's what about you? What is in your opinion? What is
I can
what is
be
the
very
energy
concise
like?
about it with the COVID thing.
Yes.
As creatives, we had nothing to do. So what happened whenever we were at home, we started thinking about other opportunities, other things that become innovative, and those that can actually create something and bring it out to the public. It happened as soon as COVID was over with, so it was post-COVID stuff. That's for me, that's what happened, especially as a musician and as a producer. A lot of stuff that I didn't know about, or a lot of stuff that I wanted to know about, I learned during COVID, and then I brought something out new later on. So it was actually, for me, it was a very huge shift in my own personal experience as a musician, as an artist.
Awesome.
I want to speak about that. I think also verses got big. Remember, verses, people was battling the singers, the rappers.
Yeah.
So I think the COVID really changed the game of getting put on. Everybody's doing verses. They was doing contests. It was so much stuff going on. And a lot of people, it just changed the game, man. It was. I think now it's more online DJing, more online concerts.
It's amazing.
You know what I'm
Circly,
saying?
for instance, is it Circly or Circle?
What was it?
CERCLE. Circly or Circle? Yeah.
Circle.
Okay. So one of the biggest things that sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good.
One of the biggest things that impacted me, in fact, inspired me to do like DJ shows and like very beautiful scenic views, like for people to watch it on television was Circle. Remember Ben Balmer, for instance? Like he had like the whole Circle show. I think he was like one of the first ones that I watched during COVID, where he's like up in this big hot air balloon and Turkey.
Oh well, that I feel like that was more of a YouTube. That was on YouTube Live, right?
Yeah, but that's a Circle. It's through Circle.
I still watch that video nowadays, like because he's definitely
they promoted it on YouTube.
Ben's definitely a very big inspiration when it comes to like tonality and especially notation within house music, which it's like Rufus Du Sol and like stuff like that, and like your manager,
Terry Hunter.
yeah, and tell me about the Emmy that you guys just got.
Yeah, man. So like with that, we had did the docu-series for Bubba Wallace, which is Michael Jordan's NASCAR driver. And like, you know, congratulations to Bubba, man, for giving, you know what I'm saying, getting the Emmy nominated and stuff like that, and me being part of the team and making the process to be what it is, you know. So, but yeah, that's an opportunity of being on that, you know.
That's amazing. Yeah, no, it's cool that you kind of helped him with the production and stuff like that. That's really cool. And that was a remix, correct?
Well, no. The Bubba Wallace was scoring. So
got it.
Yeah. So like really, it's crazy because that really opened my it expanded my horizon because I had to do like soft sounds, animated, you know what I'm saying, just different stuff. It wasn't really songs. Some of them were actually songs, but you know, it was like scenes, like sad scenes. We had to do just strings just playing, you know.
Minor chord. I'm a nerd for that.
Yeah, you know, so it was stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So it kind of like made me like go to the path of different than what I usually do. You know what I'm saying? Now,
yeah.
The remix was I did with my manager was the Beyonce "Break My Soul."
That's right.
That got me nominated for that.
Amazing.
Well, that's amazing. Congratulations. Yeah, that's really cool that you guys can kind of like come together. It's cool when I see a lot of collaboration in the music industry because it's like that's where like I'm a huge with community and getting people together to create something really new and very interesting. And like one of my last questions is about how do you think artificial intelligence or AI will affect the industry?
So it's crazy to say that, man. We was talking about that, me and my manager and some other people. It's going to change the game. It's going to, I would say, help people that don't know how to play. You know what I'm saying? That make their production easier, more faster. But for me, I wouldn't use it because it's going to take the fun out of creating, saying that I did that. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So, I mean, I'll probably use it if it's last minute or if I can't think of nothing. You know, last time I'll give it a bit. Okay, good. All right, here, I'm done.
A lot of times, like, because I've worked with a couple art of AI tools, like especially like I beta tested Unison Drum Monkey, which is like Drum Monkey. And here's the thing: is that it helps you with like creative blockages. If you get in a situation.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If I run out of idea, I can't think of anything. That's the only time I'll use that thing.
Wham bam, thank you, ma'am. Chat GPT
Yeah, you know.
has you covered.
Yeah.
Now ask me
What
the
about
question.
you?
Exactly. Just kidding. We had a nice conversation yesterday about it. You remember?
Yes.
For me, it's actually it's a benefit for us creative artists, musicians, anybody that's in the creative field. We're taking just like what Elon Musk would say, like taking like original like ideas for jobs that would take us forever to try to curate for us to be move on to the next level. It's taking that for us to move forward. So for me, it's scary. But it's not a bad type of scary. I don't think it's going to take over the world or anything. I think what it's going to do, it's going to help us move forward into whatever. Sky's not the limit, but I think it's going to be a benefit for us moving forward. I hate writing papers. I hate a lot of things. I can do it. I mean, you could probably do it too. Everybody can fucking do it. Excuse my language. But it's there now for you to do that. And it's not like you're typing in just like 3 words. You're typing in your idea. So it's still your idea, and it's just like integrating it into something that you want it to do. You're telling it to do it. So it's not taking anything, and I'm just using ChatGPT as like an example. It's not taking any like original idea and then like creating something completely different and taking over the world. It's taking what you're telling it to do. So.
Well, it's interesting because I have a friend of mine, Sync My Music. That's my friend Jesse, and he shout out to him. And he was telling me about how a lot of music programs today that have AI are not like necessarily not like they have the intelligence of like a cockroach. Let's say.
Well, the thing is that it's not completely fully developed in the music realm when it comes to AI. What they're trying to do is they're trying to integrate it more. So It's like music is like the problematic right now.
But this is how it was with the visual like Midjourney and a few of those others. And if you have DistroKid, there's a thing called DistroPick, and they create album art out of just you type in anything you want, and then it will create album art using one of the engines that do the AI picture stuff. Now, whatever kind of view you have on it, like it's that's totally fine. But it's like some people are what's up?
I'm sorry. One thing I learned when I went to school for journalism that the only thing I keep with me forever is nothing's new. Everything is always on a shift and innovated. Communication, we've always communicated in a certain way. We're just always shifting the way we communicate.
Do you believe everything's a remix?
I can look at it that way, yes. Everything's a remix, everything is, nothing's new. I mean, so I don't think anything's going to replace humankind or human nature. And if it does, we won't know that because we won't exist. But I don't think that's going to be a thing. I think it's just for us to move forward into whatever that may be, and it's scary. But if you understand AI and what it's doing for us to help us for the sake of businesses, shifting with everything that's going on, a lot, then I'm all about it. I'm pro AI, pro AI, baby.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be up to us as the creators to fight against the robot, you know.
Yeah, like,
I mean, we're the ones that created it in the first place.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean. Like I said, I'm a player. I'm a piano player, I'm a drummer, violinist. You know, like I like to play myself. I like to come up with my own ideas. You know, that's just me. Like for instance, like I thought like sampling was not sampling, but using loops. You know what I'm saying? And people just pacing. Okay, I'm gonna take this bass line loop, take this keyboard loop, take this trumpet loop, and put it together. Okay, I'll produce a song.
Right.
So it's like,
That's been, I mean, come on.
You know what I'm saying?
People do that all the time.
Yeah, but damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? It kind of like, I don't know, it does something to me.
Yeah, it doesn't feel right?
Yeah, it doesn't feel right. Yeah. Like, for instance, matter of fact, okay, prime example. I hate when people say, I'm a producer, which there are beat makers. You're a beat maker. There's difference between a beat maker and a producer.
Please elaborate.
You know what I'm saying? A producer knows how to tell the singer, rapper what to do, writes a song, engineers, construct the whole song. If you don't know how to do none of those things, you're a beat maker.
Do they have to know all those things?
You have to know all those things, yeah.
Like, so they have to do, for you to get the production credit as a producer, or I guess just says producer on it, you have to do all those things.
That's the issue. People are saying they're producers because they produce a record. No, you didn't produce a record. You made the beat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Let's
Yeah.
get that right. You made the beat.
Right.
You didn't help the girl write the song. You didn't record. You didn't construct the whole song.
Yes.
No,
Yes.
that's not how it works.
It's so funny.
Yeah.
My very first tutorial when I when I wanted to learn how to produce was going on YouTube, typing in how to produce. Very first tutorial I watched was, and I was specific Ableton or whatever. No, yeah, Ableton. It was a beat making, like, the rhythm, like, and how to do that in the MIDI format, and then also do it through the actual DAW. And so I think that's where a majority of, in my opinion, is where they start, and then you start mixing and use audio samples, audio looping, sound lab, do all that, and then you call yourself a producer. Little do many people know it takes a lot more work than that.
Yeah.
Tell us what's one of the biggest outcomes that you overcame as a producer, learning that you didn't know before, like before you were an actual major producer.
I don't know, man. I mean, I always been hands-on with everything. You know what I'm saying? I always wanted to record my own self. Always wanted to do my own music. I was a singer. On top of that, I was a songwriter also. So I was already doing those things. So I always tell myself, yeah, I was a producer. So I don't just make beats. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when somebody say, yeah, I made this beat, but I don't know how to record, I don't know how to sing, and so I don't know how to write. Yeah, those are beat makers. You know what I'm saying? If you can do some, okay, you ain't gonna do all of this stuff, but as long as you know how to write a song, can tell the singer, what to do, or do a whole session by yourself from start to finish, do a whole song, start to finish, you're a producer. You know what I'm saying? So,
arrangement, knowing all that, the style, everything. It's like the 101 in music theory in general. So if you want to become a producer, please take that class if you haven't.
A lot of people would call a beat maker more of a programmer. That's what they
Right, exactly. Programmer, yeah. That's another term, programmer. You know what I'm saying?
So we got one last question. If you could be any piece of gear here, what would you be?
A saxophone.
Keyboard.
Keyboard? Any particular?
Rolling. I gotta say rolling.
I would like you. I would like you a lot. What?
What? Any particular? Any saxophone in particular?
Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Can you repeat the question?
If you would be any instrument here at NAMM, what would you be?
Saxophone.
What type of saxophone?
She's asking why.
Oh yeah, why would you be a saxophone?
Saxophone is sexy.
Perfect.
And by the way, I would never learn how to play the saxophone because I appreciate it so much. If I learned how to play the saxophone, then I would not appreciate it. If you understand what I mean.
Yes, I understand.
If you play an instrument or understand music, it's like, oh, I like this song. I'm gonna learn how to produce because it inspired me. And then you start producing, and you're like, fuck, I don't like this song that much.
And why would you be a keyboard?
Why would I be a keyboard? Because I'll be a keyboard because it's an instrument of many trades. We can play bass line, we can play top end.
True.
We're the foundation.
Awesome. And
That's true. When I started learning how to play the keyboard, piano, for instance, it was like the prime way of learning music theory for me. So everything that overall, it's like everything else I can understand because I was able to play the keyboard, or it was a piano, but keyboard, MIDI. And I also reminded me like you can be like a chameleon if you were like an animal. So I assume that's your favorite.
Exactly.
And where can we find you?
Here in LA. There in LA.
Well, like on Instagram or
yeah, you can
YouTube?
find me on Instagram at Amanda Gaez, Gaez, or you can go to my artist page, Electra, Electra, on Instagram.
Awesome.
Yeah.
And you can find me at Instagram, George Pettus, or just Google George Pettus.
Awesome. And I'm Azlan Audio here with my friends at Volta Rock, and we have two wonderful guests.
And I'm with Spencer. Exactly.
Awesome. All right. We out. Thanks, guys.